Thank you. Cool. Thank you so much for having me here today and being able to speak about women in cybersecurity. So the agenda for today is women in cybersecurity and giving you a bit more insight into women in cybersecurity Middle East group. But before I get into that, I'd like to just cover off on a few statistics just to give you a big picture of why it's all important. So the global cost of cybercrime is going to be pushing up to $6 trillion by 2021 is what it's estimated to be. The number of unfilled cybersecurity jobs is nearing 2 million as it stands now and pushing up to 3 million by 2021 as well. And women representation globally is 50%. The global workforce is 40%. And here in the Middle East, the female representation of the workforce is 35%. So looking back, in 2015, a study was completed to show that women in cybersecurity represent 11% of the global workforce in cybersecurity. Today, the new study represents that we have increased this to 20% where it's positive, but there is still room for improvement there. And specifically here in the Middle East, the percentage is 5%. So across all cybersecurity positions in the Middle East, women represent 5% of this. So why should we focus on increasing women in cybersecurity? So we're not talking about diversity for the sake of diversity. We still need to get the right people in the right jobs. But with cybercrime and skill shortages on the rise, women represent, specifically here in the Middle East, 35% of the workforce and 5% in cybersecurity. So there is opportunity for an untapped market there to increase this. When you keep hiring the same perspectives, you get the same answers. Benefits of having a diverse team. It's been proven to show that diverse teams have increased productivity, team performance, and team satisfaction. So what can we do to attract and retain women? So first step is you'd be surprised to know that surveys say what they show on when you just talk to women and young girls about cybersecurity and talking to them about the opportunities that do exist. When we're writing job advertisements, we're very passionate about the positions that we're looking to fill. However, this in turn can have us writing quite lengthy job advertisements. And studies show that when women can't tick all of the boxes 100%, we can be quite deterred from applying from those specific positions. So I do encourage you, when you are writing job advertisements, to hone in on the non-negotiables and make it a little bit shorter. With mentorships, it's very important to consider pairing women and men together for mentoring opportunities. While we are talking about increasing the female presence in cybersecurity, we can't do this without our male counterparts, so pairing them together is invaluable. On-the-job training and development, time away to complete certifications, flexible working hours, and the ability to work from home is also an important factor. Sponsoring and collaborating with CTFs, and I'll get to more about that later. Equal pay opportunities. In the Middle East, there's a lot of countries here that are doing really fantastic initiatives for equal pay opportunities. However, on a global scale, the pay difference is still about 20 to 30%. And being heard is actually a really interesting statistic on what it means for women to stay and job retention and why they stay in the companies that they're in. Professional development opportunities while on maternity leave. It's quite surprising to know, myself included, how many women have completed on-the-job training, training and development opportunities while they're on maternity leave. Women have completed their MBAs while on maternity leave. So not all women are looking for this opportunity, but some are. So supporting this is a great, fantastic way. Return to work options and support after maternity leave. Job sharing opportunities. internships and for professional and student, job rotation opportunities, and just want to have a quick hands up of who received their first degree in cybersecurity. Anybody? So just want to recognize the career paths that we've all gone down and where we all started, and just having that recognition for transferable skills and opening up job opportunities for this, while also recognizing the passion for cybersecurity. So where does Women in Cybersecurity Middle East Group fit into all this? So first of all, we launched in March this year. By September, we had over 100 members across the region. And now as it stands today, we have over 200 members across the region in the Middle East. We're currently in the UAE, Egypt, Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Qatar, and Africa. So we were founded by 9 women across the Middle East, comprising of company owners, consultants, analysts, and senior managers, and also CISOs, with the common goals to increase the female presence in cybersecurity, connect and support women within cybersecurity and those who are looking to join the field, and educate on the realities of what a career in cybersecurity looks like. We also have the goals of showcasing a day in the life of women in this field, the real life positives and challenges of positions available, educating on different career paths and entry points into this field, mentorships, sharing of relevant certifications and training, sharing of new incidents and vulnerabilities and ways to mitigate and protect, providing a platform for women to share, debate ideas, to collaborate and tackle new challenges. And we've recently launched our new virtual monthly talk programs, where just recently we had Mary Jo de Leeuwen from the Netherlands sharing her insight, and this was a virtual talk that connected women from all over the Middle East together. So we're also partnering and collaborating with CTFs and conferences throughout the MENA region. So next month will be the first female CTF challenge that's in Egypt, in collaboration with Cyber Talents, National Bank of Egypt, Trend Micro, Women AppSec, and the CISO Council. There is still room for this for any teams that are looking to join. We have over 30 members participating at this stage. And in January, we'll have the first female-only CTF boot camp happening, and then that will be to prepare everyone for the CTF happening in February. So how can you get involved? Whether you're a company or an individual and you're looking to get involved or encourage your female staff members, then please, I encourage you to go to our LinkedIn webpage and get in contact with the group. And that's it.
Hey, thank you, Heidi. Any questions from the room? Yeah.
Thank you, Heidi. That was a really good insight to women in cybersecurity. Yeah, just a quick question. So you said there's 5% of women in the Middle East that work in cybersecurity. Predominantly, what industries would you say they work within?
Predominantly, I would say in the government and oil and gas industries. So, but there are women across within banking and finance as well, and the other industries, but predominantly it is seen as in banking and finance and government.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
So, any more questions from the room? No. Yeah. Like in Hack in the Box, we've been focusing on getting more women interested in cybersecurity for a long time. For the girls in here, and the woman in here who would like to attend, the HITB conference in, Amsterdam. Google has been giving away free, scholarships to travel and stay in Amsterdam and come to the Hack in the Box event, for the past 10 years. So I expect them to be doing that for the coming years. Make sure you keep an eye open on the HITB news coming on LinkedIn, Twitter, and all the other media. So you can sign up for that, and maybe you are the one that gets selected to be flown over to Amsterdam. And also we have the Women in Cybersecurity in the Netherlands as well. So there's a lot being done. And of course, if we look at our volunteers here, we have one in the back. Most of the volunteers from local here are female. I've been doing the leading the armory training in the beginning of this week, and there we also had Hala joining in on the training. So I see a lot of female interest in cybersecurity here in Dubai. So I was a bit surprised about only the 5%, while if you look at what shows up at an event like this, yeah, that looks more than 5%, but maybe that does not count for what you see in the working.
Yeah, absolutely. The interest is there, and the 5% is the workforce. So actually continuing those studies and where you end up after that. So encouraging that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you as well.